Hey everybody, welcome to On the Radar, our weekly news show where we're going to go over a variety of topics that Joe didn't have a chance to rant about, tweet about, read about, or do any of the things that he normally does.
Yeah, and let's do it all together.
No.
It's a conversation.
What are you doing? Alex belongs over here, not you.
I can sit over here too, Joe. I'm just saying I can do other things too. Alex fucking reads the news all the fucking time, and we talk about it when we're not filming something. I'm like, shit, I fucking miss that. Shit, I fucking miss that over and over. So the ones that I'm not doing angry rants, because I know I'm going to do angry rants, because if y'all are around, you know, that's not going to work. That's mine, you know. But there's news stories where I don't fucking have time to cover them, so I'm going to let Alex handle this, and Alex is going to lead the show. And we're going to give our opinions.
Yeah.
Alex, read the news.
EA laid off 350 people this week. This is mostly in marketing and publishing departments. And you did a little rant about that. But one thing that they also announced this week is they're going to ramp down our current presence in Japan and Russia. But according to EA, what that actually means is they fired every single person in Japan and Russia. They just closed the offices down entirely.
Fuck EA.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all.
Fuck EA. I mean, meanwhile, they're making profit and they're deciding to shut down people's jobs and making bad decision after bad decision. And it sucks. If you work for EA, please get your resume ready. And
Are they just looking for a scapegoat? I think.
I don't know. I have no fucking clue.
My favorite was the quote that we got from Andrew Wilson, their CEO. He said, "We have a vision to be the world's greatest games company. If we're honest with ourselves, we're not there right now. We have work to do with our games, our player relationships, and our business." I think that's the biggest no shit that could be in the news right now. They're just so out of touch with everything. That's like every decision they make just seems to be wrong.
Yeah.
And the reason that this layoffs happened is they missed their figures with Battlefield. They made $90 million less than they thought.
That's their own fucking fault, especially when you're telling the player base, if you don't like it, don't buy it. And
surprise.
And doing a terrible, terrible marketing job on the game, in my opinion. I really think they need to move the Battlefield franchise out of that November time frame and into, you know, something a little less crowded. I know February this year was super crowded, but maybe not all Februarys will be that crowded, and they could do that. And that Battlefield franchise will be better. Or you could just make a better, more complete game at the initial point, and they won't lose so much money.
Some of the pressure comes from their investors, though. I mean, they're a very large publicly traded company, and their stock is down $20 from 1 year ago today. They went from $120 a share to $100 a share. That's a big drop for investors.
It is. You know, and people are going to argue the stock prices go up and down all the time. So how relevant is that? I still see videos on YouTube. Yeah, stock's falling, and then a week later it goes up, and now we're back down. Right?
That's a pretty big drop.
It is a big drop.
The high is 150, so it went from 120 last year up to 150. But there's been that steady fall down to where we're at today, and this is the lowest it's been in a very long time.
Well, maybe this should be a wake-up call to EA that your current philosophies, your current plans are failing.
Yeah, because I was going to say it's a self-inflicted wound. They're doing it to themselves. If they want to increase profits, make some good shit that people actually want to buy.
You make a Battlefield 5 game that doesn't really have any of the more well-known World War II stuff in it. You market it like Call of Duty. You tell people not to buy it. And then and before that, you had the Battlefront 2 blow up where you try to fuck around with Star Wars property and microtransactions. And then you turn around and then you release Anthem, which is a game that's not finished. Now, I understand that they've been working on it for 6 years, and it's time for them to deliver a game 6-7 years. But honestly, I think Anthem would have been much better if they gave it 6 to 8 more months. Then I think the reviews would have been polar opposite, or not polar opposite, but a little bit more favorable to the game. Would you say that?
Yeah.
So they need to realize, give a little bit more time to development in some of that, and maybe actually allow them to use different engines than Frostbite.
Yeah.
So all of these policies put together is resulting in EA's lowered stock price. But EA's not going anywhere, Alex. I mean,
no, I don't think they're going anywhere. They've got a plan and they know what they want to do, but they're still making hundreds of millions. I think they're actually over $1 billion.
Yeah. I mean,
year.
they could do that from the mud modes and fucking Madden and FIFA alone.
And all
Now, if all you motherfucking sports players would stop buying that shit, then EA might wake up and be like, oh, my God, what do you guys want? They will come to you. They will knock on your door and say, please tell us what you want.
Not today.
But no, we're never going to get these fucking addicts. And it's, you know what? It's not their fault. It really isn't, because I know across the street, Angel Camacho, who basically has been in some of the videos. He was in the Deus Ex. He robbed me in the Deus Ex video. I mean, he collects football cards. And guess where all the people who collected football cards go? They go to this new digital cards.
I collected a ton of football cards. But
Joe,
I just
did you ever buy Madden cards?
No. I wanted a physical copy.
Yes.
If I'm gonna buy something like
jerseys
that,
and shit and
something
signed
like
autographs.
Not
this
like
fucking bullshit. Well, all I'm
digital.
saying, Joe, is that EA's not going anywhere as long as people buy that garbage.
People vote with their dollar, and as long as you buy their stuff, then this is going to keep happening.
Yeah.
Well, we got another big announcement this week. Borderlands 3 was finally revealed.
Yes!
So they've been
We're
teasing.
High five!
We were excited.
Yeah.
They've been teasing this game for like a long time. It's been in development for 5 years now.
Yeah.
What I didn't realize is the last Borderlands came out in 2012. That was a long, long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And
Time flies.
yeah, it's been. I mean, the preview that we got all the big hits, right? We have the same cel shaded graphics. We've got the filming your faces. There's a lot of guns. We've got guns with legs that are walking around, which looks kind of cool. Different playable characters, which looks exciting. What I found kind of funny is Randy Pitchford, the CEO, joked that this isn't a battle royale, but this is a looter shooter. And this is kind of the year of the looter shooters. Like, we've had Destiny and Warframe and The Division 2 and Anthem and all the indie versions.
But this is the good looter shooter.
We hope that they've had in 5 years
good.
that they've done it. But there's still, this isn't Borderlands 2 coming out kind of by itself in 2012. This is a more saturated market.
Yeah.
I think they're still going to kick fucking ass.
I hope so, too. They've been working on it for 5 years.
Yeah.
They released some investor information not too long ago that said that they've got a major title coming out at the end of this fiscal year, which is September. So I don't know of any major titles that they're working on right now. So I'm actually hoping that we get Borderlands 3.
No, so it's actually been revealed. The leaks were real. It's September 13th is when it's coming out.
Oh, that's great. Yeah,
Nice.
that's exciting. Well, it's only coming exclusively on the Epic platform.
It's your favorite.
So
No?
sign up
That was also real?
today. As of today, they announced.
Wow.
What is the exclusivity package?
So the president of Gearbox said, "Our mission, in addition to delivering the most engaging and captivating entertainment experience, is to embrace new distribution platforms that will continue our effort to grow the audience for Borderlands 3."
You're not growing your audience if it's exclusive to one platform. All you were doing is getting a bunch of fucking cash. You know, Randy, I don't blame you, dude.
How much money does Epic have?
I don't blame you. There's a lot of fucking money.
They've got to. I mean,
And how much money does Steam have? Does Steam not equal the fucking Fortnite with all of its games? Doesn't equal
Someone needs
Fortnite.
to poke Steam. It's like, hey,
I mean,
do
they charge.
something.
They charge
What?
more.
It's like, hey, do something,
Do
Steam.
something.
They're taking your games.
Do something.
Yeah.
It's probably a timed exclusive. Well, of course it's
Yeah.
a timed exclusive because they have so much history with Steam. I wouldn't put it past them that it's maybe 6 months, 8 months.
That's
I hope
all
it's
of
not
the,
a year.
the initial excitement of the game. I
Yeah.
mean, that's the majority of the purchases. So
And I'm going to have to use that piece of fucking shit store.
Once again.
If by September, which is the date that some people were rumored, September 13, I don't know if it's confirmed. No, I think it is confirmed. There's an actual trailer out. That's right. We could play the trailer. That it says Epic Games at the end. September 13th is coming out. And I think that you guys are right. Hopefully by then they'll have a fucking shopping cart feature. No, they'll have fucking user reviews. They'll have fucking features that we all need. Listen, if Epic Store can include all these features, then it's a less of an issue for me. You know, I just think it's an inferior platform. I think it's against gamers in many aspects, and I don't like some of their policies. They basically rushed out a fucking platform so that they can make more money, but yet they didn't really build the platform yet. How about you build the thing and they will come.
It's
You remember that movie, Joe?
Yes.
Build it, and they will come. Instead, you're forcing them to come, which, okay, you know what I'm saying, by giving them a lot of money, and you know what I'm saying.
Money talks. All
Well,
right?
it
Money
wasn't a
talks.
hard thing. I mean, it's difficult to build the platform, but they knew the feature list. Like, we have
Yeah.
a really good example of we want to be Steam, but we want to be more fair to the developers.
What was even more revealing is the CEO said, we know we're not going to win against Steam. And initially, oh, that makes sense. So we have to do the exclusivity. Oh, that makes sense. But but that just shows you that, yeah, we don't even fucking bother. We're not even fucking bothering that. We're just going to buy the games. And then maybe later on, I mean, we'll put this. Yes, there's a roadmap, but it's not like the CEO is our priority is making the platform with much better with all these other features. No, our priority is fucking driving truckfuls of money up to developers, and I don't fucking blame them, man, because game development is fucking expensive. So if Randy wants to fucking take the money so he can fund more of his fucking stupid magic tricks for everybody, then fine, okay? So as long as he makes a great Borderlands 3, and if he does, then I'll fucking, I'll fucking pat him on the back and fucking say, good job, Randy.
You
Good
feel
job.
like the game's being held hostage, though. It's like you're paying
Yeah.
a rent. It's like, I have to use this product
I
I
know.
don't want to use.
It fucking pisses me off. But I was just saying, I've given Randy a lot of shit over the years. Probably doesn't like me. I know he hates fucking Jim Sterling. But if he makes something good, then good. But this is another bad decision. You're basically slapping everybody in the face who supported your game on Steam after all these years. Borderlands 1, Borderlands 2, and now you're just saying, fuck you guys. I'm just taking this huge bucket of money. I'm going over to Epic for 6 months, and then, yeah, I'll come crawling back to Steam later. It's just a shitty situation.
Well, we've got some feel-good stories for this week. Well,
Good.
We've got one. So
One,
CD,
I'll take
CD
it.
Projekt Red just announced that E3 is going to be the most important E3 in their history. Now, the only thing that I interpret
That must
that
mean they're showing like full ass gameplay
I hope we get a
and
date.
a date.
I want a date for this E3.
Yeah.
And they had a lot of announcements in the last couple days. They had their annual financial report, and their CFO confirmed that they had acquired a new campus, and they're actually, despite some really heavy decreases in revenue, that they are probably going to be hiring up to 250 new employees. So it's kind of the opposite of what
I
we
would
see
be careful.
Activision and EA have done, where
Yeah.
they see falling revenues, and so they immediately fire everyone.
I love CD Projekt Red. I visited their office multiple times. I know a lot of people by name basis over there, and I just want them to be careful, because don't expand too fast, where then you have to fire those people later on. But I understand, people might twist those numbers out of us. Oh, look, CD Projekt Red's not making money. Is it their worst financial year or something like that? Well, they're not making it. There's no game. The game is not out yet.
They're still making money. It's just it's lower than it has been. So they've got decreasing
yeah.
revenue.
No, that's what I'm saying. But yeah, because there's no game. Because they're working their
They're working
fucking
hard
asses off
on a real game.
on a real game, and they will take their time. If it's not fucking ready, they're like, you know what? We have to bite that bullet. And yes, our projections are going to be lower. But see, this is what EA doesn't do. They fucking fire people right away, and then they shove the game out, right? As soon as their shit starts dipping. But CD Projekt Red will take that dip.
They'll
and
put they'll put a stamp on it. Live service. We'll fix it later.
That's what
Put
EA
it out.
does.
Yeah.
But CD does the opposite, and I
Yeah.
think that they will put the time and effort and a lot of R&D.
Oh, yeah.
I know they put a lot of money into R&D.
65 million euro this last year in R&D.
Because they're making fucking Cyberpunk 2077, and I'm sure in development they've gone back and forth on several things, and that stuff costs money.
Yeah.
But I trust in them. I believe that they're gonna make a really good game, and I want them to take as long as it fucking takes. I don't care if I don't get the game this year. Obviously, we're not getting it this year. I think it's coming out 2020. But if they want to take till 2021. Fine.
Ooh.
I just want a really, really good game.
too.
Because this is going to be the first game in a franchise. You know that shit is going to come out with additional games. Witcher 3, 1, 2, 3. And we're at the beginning of Cyberpunk, so I want Cyberpunk 2077. I want Cyberpunk 2078. I want Cyberpunk 2078.5762 on my fucking Switch.
Pretty sweet.
All
I would
right.
like that.
Well, the last bit of news that we got this week actually came out yesterday was GameStop had a pretty rough 2018.
Who doesn't surprise me? How?
There's a store in most strip malls and malls.
What?
They sell used games, and so you can bring in games that you've played, and then they like poke you with a stick or something in return.
So here's 50 cents.
Yeah, here's
Get
50
lost.
cents. Yeah, get out of here.
Oh, that fucking store! I cleared them from my minds because they're a fucking ripoff.
Yeah.
You know, I can't. I'm a little. It's sad and happy news.
Do you want to know the figures?
Fuck
though?
you guys back.
So 2017, they profited $34.7 million. Not bad. What do you think they lost in 2018?
All of that. All of that.
All of that, $100 million.
$673 million.
6 times what I said.
Oh, shit.
It was a net loss for 2018.
If you
Well, let's
work
be
at
real.
GameStop, if you have stock in GameStop, please explore your options.
When's the last time you were there?
I couldn't tell you.
When's the last time you were there?
Christmas, I think.
I
didn't buy anything. I was looking. I was like, maybe I'll
Yeah.
get Eric or
But
something.
nothing.
I was there probably like a year and a half ago, and I noticed they started adding shirts. They started adding board games because remember when we were like, oh, these board games are shitty. They got a fucking Dragon Ball Z Monopoly. I was like, dude, we could put our game up in here and sell this. So I think GameStop. If you're GameStop and you're a suit or a CEO, listen to me. You have to fold. You have to fold a lot of the stores, go down, and turn yourselves into like a little fucking Spencer's. How is Spencer
God.
still around?
I don't know.
I have no idea how Spencer's still around. But you know what I mean? A specialty
Yes.
store with fucking, fucking
novelty
shirts and
things and
board
shit,
games
yeah.
and video game merchandise in addition to the video games. And they've already been doing that, and I think that's, keeping them up. And fucking turn your
Is
store
it?
into a fucking Magic the Gathering.
Oh,
Old Magic the Gathering tournaments.
Yeah.
You could survive alone on Magic the Gathering tournaments.
So their official announcement, and you'll love this jargon statement. They have a cost savings and profit improvement initiative that will consist of supply chain efficiencies, operational improvements, expense savings, and pricing and promotional optimization.
Jesus Christ, what a bunch of PR crap.
Now, they do not expect this cost-saving and profit improvement initiative to have much effect in 2019. It's a long-term plan.
Yeah.
So if there's no effect in 2019, they could lose another 500, 600 million this year. They expect sales in this year, 2019, to be down another 5 to 10%. But they hope this cost-saving and profit improvement initiative brings in $100 million in operating profits on an annual basis.
Well, here, I know I laugh at them,
they're not
and
gonna
I know
make
I'm
it.
talking shit, but I actually don't want them to go away because I need used games. I don't want to fucking give EA money. Like, if I ever needed to buy at Madden, I want to go in and buy it used so that EA never fucking sees that dime. You know what I mean? I like used games. I like my library of games, and it's just sad to see this, the times changing and everything
It
going
is because,
digital.
I think Best Buy even has used games now.
Okay, well, yeah, if we could get it better at
That's
some other
kinda-
location, that's fine. And that's what you get for fucking shoving down all those goddamn pre-orders and your stupid magazine subscriptions down my throat. So those Game Informer magazines that come in that I'm trying to do market research on, that we're trying to stay up to date, we already fucking know about all these
Yeah,
games.
I was gonna
There's
say
no-
you could look at those articles.
we put out
online.
news stories way before I get the fucking magazine where there's a news story in there. I'm like, I already talked about it.
Mail.
See, that's the problem. So that's
Well-
what I'm saying. We don't need that shit anymore.
Things are actually probably getting worse. You mentioned not
Yeah.
giving EA money. Well, EA doesn't like GameStop,
I
and
know.
all of these big giants, the people actually making the games doesn't want GameStop to be selling used games. And now with Apple's recent announcement and Google's recent announcement, they're going to have online services for games. Like, things aren't looking good. Their stock's already down 20% this year. And we just kind of have to wait and see. But I don't know if their cost savings and profit improvement initiative is going to have time to develop. I mean, 2020 is a long time away.
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe in Stadia. I don't think much of the country has good internet for Stadia. So I think it's like a solution for rich people, a solution for people that have really fucking good internet. But that's like a small segment of a small segment. You make it even smaller when you realize you don't own nothing. You don't own the games. You don't own a console. So you stop the service. You have no fucking library. You have no games. So that makes it even smaller of a market. So I don't know if I'm all into this Google Stadia. Google, send me a free subscription of that. I
Yeah,
want
and
to
a
test that
tablet.
shit.
Well,
And a
YouTube didn't work when
phone.
it first came out. I mean, YouTube didn't make a profit for how many years? It was a platform that just didn't work, and so Google has the money to sit on these things
Oh, I
until
don't
it
doubt
is
it.
feasible.
I
So-
do not doubt that if anybody's going to do it right,
gonna be
it
Google.
probably is going to be Google. And I think it's just a perk. It'll be a side thing for people that have the internet and have the money. Versus, your average everyday gamer who wants to own his library, wants to play games, when there's a fucking storm outside
Well, you
or
can't.
whatever.
Well, yeah, unless the game requires you to connect to the internet, like
Well,
half of them
that's
now.
what okay, well, storm, that's a bad analogy, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is not wanting to play online and play offline too sometimes.
Well, my heart goes out to GameStop, but I'm gonna say it's karma. For all those games I gave you, he gave me $5 credit.
Yeah, $5 credit.
Take that.
What? Joe, you got $5? I got fucking
Oh, I had a stack.
$3.
I had a stack.
He
of
was trading
games.
things for gummy worms. Yeah.
Just give me some candy. Call it even.
Yeah.
Like I was a fucking ticket counter, Joe, at one of them fucking
I remember.
places. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You've had a good run.
Awful.
I don't think.
Yeah, wasn't that good of a run.
I don't know how long they've been in business.
Well, they bought out. all
I
of my
just think
favorite
they
toy
need to
stores.
downsize and focus and diversify.
Yeah.
Okay, you need to diversify your bonds, bitch.
And let's up that credit. Come on.
Enzymes
Come on.
and shit.
No, if anything, they're going the other direction, where you will just get Skittles for your brand new game you just turned back in.
All right. Is that it?
That's it for this
That's
week.
all the new. Good job. Good job, Alex. I thought that was fucking well done. Hell yeah.
I concur.
All right. Sweet.
All right, let's see if this works.
Come out with some kind of outro. Come up with an outro. Tell everybody
Konnichiwa,
goodbye.
bitches.
Sure.
No, I don't.
Konnichiwa, bitches.
So
My old
this
catchphrase was subscribe, bitches. Tell them that. Say subscribe, bitches.
It's like, well,
What would Alex say?
we need a
to end this?
closer.
All right, I'm
Like,
telling.
that
That's
was
what I'm
this-
telling Alex to
that-
do right
that
now.
was
He's
the
not
news
doing
for
it.
this week or some bullshit like that.
But bye. No.
We'll say that was the news for this
Get out of
week.
here. Go watch some of our other videos.
Okay, hit that subscribe button. And
Do it
you
again,
can
do it
ding,
again.
ding our dong.
And be sure to check out our merchandise in the link below. We got some nice, well, I guess I have the nice swag on.
Yeah, it's cool. Thank you, guys. Let us know what you think about this the test of a potential weekly news show. Now, here's the thing: I'm still gonna do my separate angry rants because I don't need y'all around for that because I would probably punch you on the nads and the throat and the head all at the same time. I have
Stay
3
away from that.
arms.
Yeah.
So there's still going to be angry rants, and there's still going to be individual news stories. But you know what? A lot of stuff falls through the cracks. We can even, talk about upcoming cool games of the month, maybe a little hint at what we might review next and stuff like that. So tell us what you think of this format as we kind of just start experimenting more on the Angry Joe Show and then offer you even more content on top of what you get already. So thank you so much. And again, subscribe, bitches.